Hello, Mr. Barton here, and in this video we're going to take a look at how you can use the Diagnostic Questions platform to get a really good snapshot and a real in-depth look at one of your students in your classes' understanding of mathematics or whatever topic it might be. And we've looked in previous videos how you can see a snapshot of a student's understanding of a particular quiz or a class's understanding of a quiz. But what's really powerful is once students have answered lots and lots and lots of questions, and as a general rule, for this to be useful, I reckon they need to have answered maybe 100 questions, then we can really start to build up a picture, a detailed, accurate picture of their understanding of mathematics. So that's what I'm going to show you in this short video. So the first thing you need to do is log yourself on, and then you need to get yourself to the Insights section. Now, if you scroll down, it's just there with the bar charts. Now, on this Insights section, you can do a lot of things, and sometimes it takes a little while to load depending on how much data you've got. And unfortunately, I've got lots and lots of classes on there, so there's loads. You can see all the different quizzes that have been set in the future, in the past, and so on. But where you want to go is My Classes. Now, I'm going to say in future versions of Diagnostic Questions, we're going to make this a lot easier to navigate and a lot more intuitive. But hopefully you'll agree this works quite nice for now. So the first thing we're going to do to find a student is find the class that they're in. So I'm going to go to my Year 11s from last year. So click on them and click Go. Now the first thing this is going to do is it's going to show me a picture of my class's understanding. And I'm actually going to look at some of the exciting things I can do with that in a future video. But there's the class that the students I'm interested in. Now I've got to find the student themselves. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click Compare. And that's going to say, what do I want to compare two different classes? No, I don't. I want to compare a student. So I'm going to click on student and it's going to give me a list automatically of all the students in that Year 11 class. Now, the one I want to look at is Caitlin. So I'm going to click on that and I'm interested in all the different answers Caitlin's given. So I'm going to click go there. Now, what's going to happen is it's going to produce a sunburst diagram or a knowledge map for Caitlin next to the class. Now, you'll see here at the moment the class one's been selected. If I just click here, you'll see now Caitlin's been selected. Now, what does this tell us? Well, before we start to delve deep into this, let's just have a little scroll down. And by default, it will show me Caitlin's top 5 areas of weakness and a top 5 areas of strength. Which is pretty useful. And if students say to me, sir, what do I need to revise? I can say, well, let's start with angle facts of parallel lines, areas of simple shapes, and so on. It's just a nice, simple 5-point list. But it'll do a little more than that. If I scroll down, it'll show me all the questions Caitlin's got wrong across all different areas of maths and the explanations that she's given at the same time as well. Now, that's really useful for me, and it's really useful for Caitlin. Caitlin can access this in the exact same way that I have. And it'll give a nice little summary there of Caitlin. She's flipping out 1,316 questions. That's a decent effort, and she's got 1,013 of those correct. But we can do a little bit more. Because, say for example, Caitlin wants to just hone in a little bit on laws of indices. If she gives that a click, then what this is going to do, it's going to update her knowledge map, just so you can see now it's showing her that it's a topic within number, and you can see it there, indices, powers and roots and laws of indices. But also these questions update, so it focuses in and shows her exactly all the questions on laws of indices that Caitlin struggled with. So that's particularly useful as well. There's a few extra things you can do, like if Caitlin wants to, she can start to have a look at different areas, like if she clicks on formula, it'll do a similar thing. It will then just find all the formula-based questions. But to get a picture of a student's understanding, personally, I find this incredibly useful. And I use it most for this thing. Top 5 areas of strengths, top 5 areas of weakness, and then delve deeper into the kind of questions that Caitlin's got right and wrong and the explanations that she's provided. I'm going to look in more depth about comparing students over time, two students next to each other, class and all that kind of thing in future videos. But hopefully that's a decent start to you being on the road to learning some of the kind of power that Diagnostic Questions has for analysis. Take care, and I'll see you soon.